flour.
Preferably bread flour. Then 1/2 cup sugar. Is that the 1/2 cup? Yeah, we're a little small.
Your face.
It doesn't have to be a whole 1/2 cup. There you go. It can be 1/3, but we're playing it safe. So that's 1/2 cup of white sugar.
Okay.
And then the small smattering of regular salt that you guys don't have a lot of.
Yeah, we do. We have like, I just have to put it in a more,
Oh, well,
more stuff.
I just do this. That's fine. It's like,
Is that enough?
yeah, I usually,
It's like
I'm actually
0%.
shaking it into my
You might undersalt it.
under-salted.
Yes.
It's not a requirement in the recipe.
Okay.
But I think the original thing is like a teaspoon or something. Up to a tablespoon though, but I don't recommend that.
So this, whoa, shit balls.
Sure. It's really to taste because it's not required for the recipe. You're getting it in the sugar and the salt.
That's perfect.
Yeah, and the flour. And in the machine that we need to replace.
What?
Yeah, smattering. Cool? Yeah, that's good. Smattering of salt. You put like a quarter-sized amount. We could.
I gotta like use a shaker. What are you saying?
Next, these are all of the dry ingredients. Mix them together. I'll grab a one spoon. Should have done this on your phone. Whatever.
Yep.
It's fine. I'll give it to you somehow. This doesn't have to be like too weird. But just make sure that the salt and sugar are distributed pretty evenly.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good. Okay, now the wet ingredients. There you go.
Okay.
Which is 1 cup of sourdough starch. Make sure to shake the jar first. 1/2 cup of any oil of your choice, but a mild vegetable oil doesn't impart much taste, so that's what we usually use. But it's really good with olive oil. But it's 1/2 cup of oil, so $4. Anyway, and then 1.5 to 2 cups of warm water. So, soybean oil. Oh, yeah. You have the
You
1/2
said a
cup.
cup of the starch?
Yes.
So I'm shaking it.
Shake it. Turn it upside down and then shake it until the bottom has less sediment on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. See what it a bunch of times. Yeah. And then squish and then squish and then fold in again and then fold in and squish. Yeah. Yeah, like that. Try not to lose sight of your edges there.
Okay.
Nice. Very good texture.
Yeah, right.
You just gotta do this for a minute. Required.
Making bread.
Yeah, pretty classic bread making activity here. If it starts sticking to the counter, which it might be doing,
Right.
then I'll sprinkle a little more flour. You can also do that. Here.
We can eat it. We have needs.
Yeah, and just kind of until it's very stretchy and not sticky at all, which looks like it's getting that. I skimp out on this sometimes, and we'll need it in the bowl. Oh, speaking of which, let me, optional but helpful, clean the same bowl that you just mixed it in. And then not optional, in fact required, cover the bowl in oil. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this.
Hey, more.
Don't be too scared. I usually just dump some in and roll it around, you know? Yeah, that's definitely good. And that helps it not stick quite so much as it rises. Yeah, that works. Thank you. Okay. That should be good. All right, would you wash your hand and then, yeah, you can bring it over here. There we go. Don't put it in. Okay, and then, sorry if it gets wet on the bottom, I'll fix that. Grab your ball of dough and put the ugly side down in there. And then roll it around. I just kind of do it once. Make sure it's all oily. And I just kind of like flatten at the top. Make it pretty again. So that the pretty side that you weren't just scrunching up is faced up. There we go. And now, it's pretty warm out. It's pretty warm out right now. So
Yeah.
we can just shove it in the oven with a damp, warm towel on it. I'll go grab a clean one because that is necessary.
What, cleanliness?
Yeah, for the goodness of the rising or whatever. So I just run it under hot tap water nicely and squeeze it out kind of haphazardly. I could use a little more actually.
I was thinking that.
There we go. Not too precise.
Okay.
We grab the bowl. There we go. We can move. And I just drape it over and shove it in the oven for at least 8 hours. Well, at least 6, but I leave it for 8. And since it's warm in here, we don't have to turn the oven on. But if it is cold, then I put it on the low setting on the oven, or I just put it on 350 and wait like 5 minutes and then turn it off and put it in there. Just so it's like 100 degrees, you know? Don't try to go too high with it. It'll die.
Okay.
Not important. Warm, dry place. That's it. That is all you need to know. Wait. And then I'll take a photo. Or you can record it or something. Because you also wash your hands anyway. This is the last portion. Floured hands. Very important. Alright, do this.
Okay. Like you making a
Like a ball of dough.
Well, like you barning tobacco, actually.
Oh.
Never mind.
That's a skill you have, so.
Yeah.
And then I just kind of roll it in the flour a little bit, you know?
Okay.
Make sure it's all pretty, relatively uniform. Alright, will you finish washing that bowl and wash your hands? Because this was developing the glutens or whatever.
Weird.
Yeah, crazy, right?
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Glutens happen from violence.
Yeah. Well, you gotta work the dough or whatever.
It's
Yeah.
like muscle.
I mean, I guess.
Alright, do I need to dry it or is it
Yes,
oily?
you do have to dry the inside of the bowl for this. It's like fine if you don't, but it is recommended. So you'll learn what steps of things you can skip and still get a pretty good result. Okay.
Just imagine thinking that an animal was so fucked up you named them after a goetic demon.
That is crazy. Okay. Yeah, don't worry, you don't have to do it. It's just happening. Yeah. Alright, now coat the inside in, coat the whole side and bottom in oil. And then we're gonna toss the dough in there and roll it around. So, this is supposed to be done last night, so if it doesn't turn out, that's why. Whoops. Bread dough, it was like crazy. It was like very risen, spilling over even. And now, we gotta knead it slightly. I just kind of punch it a couple times. Roll it into that ball again, basically just fold it a bunch into the center. So that it's a beautiful ball of dough again, you know. It's gonna be very oily. And since it will still be covered in oil, you can just slap it right in the pan. I like to use parchment paper just because it makes it a lot easier to cut and all that. In this case, I'm going to split it between 2 bread pans, which I'll show you in a second. And to split the dough, you just kind of pinch it. You just grab a section and cut it off with your hand. So I have a smaller dough ball that I'm going to form here. Like that. I'm trying to make it vaguely the shape of the bread container that you're about to bake it in. Something vaguely ball shaped, if you can match. Okay. I formed them. I just kind of squished them into the oblong shapes, trying to make sure you pinch out any giant air bubbles or anything, but it's fine. And then I'm going to stick them back in the oven and put another damp rag over the 2 of them. And usually you can just use the same rag, but since it got dough on it, I'll be folding it, or using a different one. Ta-da! All right, come back in 8 hours.
got just snorted cocaine or something. I'm so I got just snorted. I got just snorted. I got just snorted cocaine or something. I'm so I got just snorted. I got just snorted. I got just snorted cocaine or something. I'm so I got just snorted. I got just snorted. I got just snorted cocaine or something. I'm so excited, and I never did that before.
It's just low battery, so it didn't record.